Hello guys, Dhananjay here and welcome back to a new video. In this video, I'm going to do a comparison between LGTone Free and the AirPods Pro. Which one should you go for? Both these devices are priced at about 20,000 rupees. AirPods Pro is usually sold for 25,000 rupees. In some sales, you can get it for about 20,000. LGTone Free is almost below 20,000 most of the time. So if we consider the regular pricing, then there is a 5,000 rupees difference in the pricing. Without wasting any time, let's get started. By the way, all the points will be mentioned in the video, so you can easily skip between any point that you are interested in to know which one is better in that particular department. By the way, this video is sponsored by LG, and this does not mean that I'll be speaking only good points of LG Tone Free and bad points of AirPods Pro. That's not going to happen. I'm going to talk logical points. Whichever wins in that particular department, that will be the winner. Maybe LG Tone Free will win by a huge margin, or maybe AirPods Pro will win by a huge margin. Without wasting any time, let's get started. First point is going to be the build quality. I have written down all the points because there were so many of them. When it comes to build quality, the most important thing in my opinion is the case, because case is not going to just charge your device, but you will have to carry the case with you, because you will have to keep it in your pocket. Whenever you are done with the earbuds, you will keep them in the case. And when it comes to weight of the case, AirPods Pro is slightly on the heavier side, LG Tone Free is slightly on the lighter side, but both these cases fit in the jeans or even the smaller pocket in your jeans very comfortably. But still, AirPods Pro has a smaller and thinner case as compared to LG Tone Free. So AirPods Pro is slightly easier to put into the jeans and take it out as well. We talked about the case, but we did not talk a specific feature of LG Tone Free, that's UV Nano. UV Nano charging case kills 99.9% of bacteria. Did you hear that? If you are that freak who's like, oh, you came from outside, you have to bathe right now, wash your hands, do this, do that. Even if you wear your earphones, you're like, oh my god, if someone touches it, what will I do, and things like that. Then just keep your earphones inside this and 99.9% of bacteria will be killed. And this is a certified technology used in the earphones. So definitely, if you are that very conscious person, then this is a very good thing to have. Even if you're not conscious, just having it is a good thing, I feel. Next up, let's talk about the earbuds, and this is where things are a little bit interesting. Both these earbuds look quite similar, I would say. I won't say they are same, because LG Tone Free earbud is slightly thicker as compared to AirPods Pro. And when it comes to fit, as you can see, it fits perfectly. If I wear the AirPods Pro, they fit perfectly as well. Now the thing is, when you wear them, LG Tone Free, even though it's slightly lighter, but as it's thicker, it feels that you can feel that you are wearing an earbud. Whereas with the LG, oh wait, the song started in this one. Let's talk about the fit. So when you wear them, LG Tone Free being slightly thicker but lighter means that when you wear them, you feel that they are there. And AirPods Pro, even though they are heavier but thinner, because of which it feels snuggly in your ear and fits perfectly with your ear, and it feels as if you're not wearing them, even though they are slightly on the heavier side. It's not a pro or con for any of them. I personally like both of them. I somehow prefer the LG Tone Free. One of the biggest plus points for both these earbuds is that they come with interchangeable ear tips, and that's a huge plus point. The thing with LG Tone Free is that you can remove this and you can add any of your favorite ear tips as well. Whereas AirPods Pro come with a proprietary thing, which is, I don't really like this type of mechanism. Clearly, you will have to purchase them separately, and then they'll cost you much more than what a regular earbud will. But being able to change the ear tip means that they will fit comfortably even in smaller ears or even in larger ears with a different ear tip. Obviously, you get 3 sizes of ear tips in both the boxes, so that's always a plus point. So when it comes to the fit, which one is winner? I personally feel it's a little bit difficult to choose one of them. Both of them were really good, so I'm going to say it's a tie. Next up, let's talk about charging. Wireless charging is supported on both these devices, so you can just keep them on a wireless pad and they'll start charging if you have a wireless charger. Obviously, if you use devices like Galaxy S20 Plus or OnePlus 8 Pro, which support reverse wireless charging, then you can charge them with your smartphone itself. You do not even have to worry about charging the case separately. But a huge plus point for the LG Tone Free is that it comes with a USB Type-C port. I have said this always. I say this for even budget-oriented phones below 10,000 rupees, that USB Type-C port is the way to go forward, and it has to be there on every single gadget that launches. LG Tone Free comes with that, and it can be charged with a USB Type-C port. AirPods Pro come with a lightning port. Now, is this a downside? If you have an iPhone, not a downside. If you do not have an iPhone, then it will be a downside. If, let's assume, iPhone 13 comes with USB Type-C port, and if you have AirPods Pro, then what will you do? Will you use that USB Type-C and this is lightning? I mean, it's going to be confusing in the future. Let's see what Apple does. But I personally feel iPhone 12 series of devices and AirPods Pro should have been upgraded to USB Type-C already. So when it comes to charging, I'm going to give it to LGTone free right now because of the USB Type-C port. But when it comes to charging time as such, both these devices can give you about 1 hour of playback, slightly more than that actually, when you charge them for 5 minutes. They were dead, like completely at 0%, and I charged them for 5 minutes inside the case, and you can play the music for 1 hour. Next up, let's talk about battery life, and this is where things are actually interesting. But before that, let's talk about ANC, that is active noise cancellation. Both these devices support that. There is a variant of LG Tone Free which does not have ANC. So if you are looking for cheaper LG Tone Free variant without ANC, then obviously that's there. Both these support that. And ANC means active noise cancellation. You expect everything to go blank and you can only hear the music. Which one performs better? That's going to be a bigger question. I cannot really travel in planes right now, so I cannot test it inside a plane. But there was a scenario where I was able to test both of these. And when it comes to ANC, when it comes to a continuous humming sound, when you sit in an airplane, why the ANC works so good? Because that's a continuous sound. That can be cut out very easily with ANC mechanism. And when it comes to that continuous sound, AirPods Pro did perform better as compared to LG Tone Free. I'm not saying LG Tone Free is bad, it's just that AirPods Pro's ANC is slightly better. It cuts out the hums even more. Not just that, even with regular horns or bikes or cars, when they make like press horn and you are like, oh my god, what's this? I'm using ANC, it should remove that noise. Then AirPods Pro performs slightly better as compared to LG Tone Free. So when it comes to ANC, like straight up only ANC, I feel like AirPods Pro win by a very small margin. Like if I give AirPods Pro 9 out of 10, then these will be at 8.5 out of 10. But that's how it is. And ANC means battery life will be affected by that. When you use ANC, the battery life on the AirPods Pro was about 3 to 3.5 hours, and on the LG Tone 3, the battery life was about 4 to 4.5 hours. If you use ANC, once again, ANC performance or battery life or with ANC will vary depending on the scenario that you are in. Like if you are in a very noisy area, then ANC will have to do a lot of work. Then it will, obviously the battery life will decrease even more. But if you are sitting in an area where there is not a lot of noise and you still use ANC, then ANC won't have to work that much. Without ANC, meaning ANC off, the battery life on the AirPods Pro was comfortably giving me about 5 hours of battery life on a single charge, which is good. But this one was giving me more than 6 hours of battery life, which is even better. So when it comes to battery life, I'm going to say LG Tone Free is the winner in this particular department over the AirPods Pro. Out of the box, AirPods Pro sounded better. I did not have to tune anything. I was like, as soon as I connected it, I was like, oh yeah, this sounds good. I do not have to tune anything or change anything. Like I may want to increase the bass just a little bit, or I may want to decrease the treble a little bit. But out of the box, this did perform better in sound quality as compared to LG Tone Free. But things become very tricky in sound quality department, and one of the reasons why it was very difficult to choose a winner was because LG Tone Free has a dedicated app called as Tone Free. If you install that app, then you will be able to change like literally so many settings. AirPods Pro does not have that. Let's assume you like treble in your earphones. You can change treble, you can increase treble, focus on treble, you can focus on bass, you can change this, that. I mean, so many things can be done with the LG Tone Free and can be adjusted according to your need, whereas you cannot really do that with the AirPods Pro. But if you ask me, if you go to a general public, regular people who are not audiophiles or who are not purist when it comes to sound stage or sound clarity, I feel like AirPods Pro will be something which they'll like instantly, whereas LG Tone Free, they may adjust the bass a little bit to adjust it according to their liking. This is something which I feel, obviously sound quality is going to be very subjective. But when it comes to particular scenarios, like I'll mention some of the songs. When it comes to Kailash Kher songs, which are very, I would say vocal heavy. Kailash Kher's voice is so good. I mean, it's so melodical. Can I say that? I am not really a singer as such. But when it comes to Kailash Kher songs, I prefer the LGTone free. When it comes to watching movies or when there are a lot of dialogues, I would say, movies or podcast, YouTube videos, then LGTone free sounds better, and those human voices sound much better in the LGTone free as compared to AirPods Pro. But when it comes to hip hop songs, bassy songs, let's say you're listening to Eminem, like rap songs, then I found that AirPods Pro produce that bass without changing anything on the default settings. Obviously on the LGTone free, AirPods Pro produce that slightly better as compared to LGTone free. But as soon as I change the sound on the LGTone free, it sounds better, and the way I want it to sound. When it comes to loudness, we found that LGTone free can become slightly louder as compared to AirPods Pro. If this matters to you, I usually use my earphones at 70 to 80% volume, and both these were sufficient at that particular volume, no issues over there. And I guess that's pretty much it for this particular video. I did not talk about one most important factor, and that's connectivity. Which one is better when it comes to connectivity? As soon as you open these boxes, both of them are extremely fast to connect to their respective devices. AirPods Pro to iPhone and LGTone free to, let's say, OnePlus 8 Pro. They're very fast. But if you are in that Apple ecosystem of devices, let's say you have iPhone, you have MacBook, you also have iMac, you also have iPad, then having LGTone free will mean that you will have to change Bluetooth connection every single time. Disable Bluetooth connection on the iPhone, then enable it on iPad, then enable it on MacBook, things like that. Whereas with the AirPods Pro, you do not have to do that. It's so seamless. Oh my god. Apple, if you are in Apple ecosystem, I personally feel there is no point in asking the question which one should you go for. Apple AirPods, AirPods Pro are the ones to go for if you have multiple Apple devices and you switch between them. AirPods connectivity is the thing, like it's next level thing in my opinion, and Android does not have an answer to it yet. But as I said, if you only have an iPhone and only have an Android phone, and if you talk about connectivity, I found that both of them were very fast to connect to their respective devices. While editing the video, I realized that I did not give a proper conclusion as such. So here it is. Who should buy the AirPods Pro and who should buy the LGTone free? Very easy. If you have an iPhone, if you are in the Apple ecosystem as I talked about right now, get the AirPods Pro, no doubt about that. If you need the best ANC and if you need an TWS, which you do not want to tune the sound of, then AirPods Pro is the device to go for. Now you should get the LGTone free. That's very easy as well. If you want great battery life, better battery life as compared to AirPods Pro. If you want UV nanotechnology, which will kill 99.9% of the bacteria, then that's a highlighting feature for sure. Plus, if you want that control on your sound quality with your LGTone free or if with your TWS, this is the device to go for, because you cannot really control the sound quality, like having high bass for 7 days and then you change your mood and you want high treble for the next 7 days. You cannot really do that on the AirPods Pro. So LGTone free will be the winner in those departments. And I guess that's pretty much it for this particular video. If you still have any more doubts, suggestions or queries regarding this video, do let me know about that in the comment section box below. I'll be more than glad to answer your queries. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching.